Hello everyone, welcome back to Napoleon Total War. We are in Russia, or we are playing as the Russians I should say, and things aren't going too bad really. I mean obviously I'm a little bit concerned about the Austrian Empire because they are a bit of a behemoth. And also I will apologise ahead of time for any coughing or spluttering or strange noises, as I'm still flued up like a bitch. Anyway, so we've got the likes of Odessa. That's primarily our sort of main recruitment area. And what we have done is we are moving people down towards Istanbul. So you can see we got that army there that we had a battle with against a army of equal size, and we defeated them in the last episode. So that was a helpful thing indeed. Now, we will also need to bring this gentleman down here as well. Now, the idea is to have those multiple armies. Now, that army is a little bit more battered than the other one, so what we'll need to do is bring this gentleman down here and bring him down to here. So we'll speed him up. So the idea essentially is to... Now, if we go for that, will that bring in the... Yeah, see, 1998. We'll finish them off. There's still 1,000 men. Let's finish off this army. I want this army ended so that I can take Istanbul without any problems. Plus, it'd be nice to start the episode with a good punch-up. So, always a good thing to see. And we've got Kutsov, and we've got Benigsen. Or Benigsen. And we're up against... we killed their general in the last battle, so whoever this guy is not going to last long. Let's see. Now. There they are. Our opponents. Now, let's see. Very misty, isn't it? Well, this might be a good spot to put the cannon, because there's a little bit of high ground, but got that great big huge bump in the centre. Might be worth to put them there, perhaps. Like that, and then unlimber them. Like that. So, actually, no, put them back here, I think, so they can shoot over the top of that one. Now, these two, they're both grenadiers, so we shall put grenadiers there and grenadiers there. Now they'll be able to protect the cannons. Let's make that bigger. Now, over here on the other side, we've got a nice collection of regiments, so we shall put them together, like so. And then another selection of regiments here. And then, let's see, that's cannon, yep, okay. These guys here. And we'll place them over on the right side, like so. So we've got a good spread here. And we've got 27 lancers, 64 lancers. We'll send those out there. Actually, no, let's put the other lancers down the end here because it's slightly more open. And we'll keep the other 27 lancers behind. We'll leave them here. Now, where's our general? So we'll put our general back here. Okay, so our reinforcements should come from somewhere, but we're not really worried about them at the moment because really this army should be suitable enough to deal with the problem. Let's stretch these boys out into good old wide sections. Might keep these guys sort of a little bit over to the left maybe, but keep them There's a big stack. Because there's no cannons to worry about. And let's get these guys moving up as well. Get them running into there. That's interesting. They're making a run for the city. Interesting. So it could be that these guys will come around the side. And those guys will go around the other side and we could end up pincering them. Which would be unfortunate for them. They wouldn't stand much of a chance. But we'll see. Here's their general. Having a bit of a spaz moment, but never mind. Right. So there we go, there's all our regiments moving out. The Clippy Clops as well. Now, these guys don't have to worry about any cannons this time. There's a reason why they're moving up quite quickly. Now, what we could also do is we could take the artillery and move them to there. Because they're horsey artillery. Which means they'll move damn quick. So, I'm not seeing anybody else around here. Now, no, don't fire at that, you silly fool. Here we go. No? Oh, they're still unlimbering. Okay. So, this could be the great spot for the artillery. There we go. Over you come, boys. Make sure you run. See, now they're starting to move people. And what we'll also then do is we'll get these guys to move up as well. And they should be running as well, which they are. Here we go. Advantage of horse artillery. God, those guys are pegging it, aren't they? Look at them. Run, boys, run. Look at them pump them little leggies. Kind of defeats the object of being horse artillery when you've got to run next to the bastards. Never mind. We'll gloss over those details. But until then, the point remains these guys here. These guys are still moving. What we'll have to do is move them to there. Yeah, and get them to run. So that we'll have everyone penned in as we want them. You can see some guys moving towards these guys. It's a bit of a worry. But what we will do is we'll get these guys up here close by just in case. Time to unlimber those gentlemen. Then they can engage the enemy. one of these guys here. And the other ones over the other side, like so. Not sure what they're doing out there, but never mind. Oh, look at that! Beautiful. Just beautiful. So we've got horses there to ambush them in case they decide to rush us. And these guys here, we will move down to here. Oh goodness, what's going on here? Horsemen, okay, that's a bit of a worry. Where are they going? Okay, horses. They seem to be rather indecisive horses right now. Yeah, go on, wait until they're lined up and then charge them. And square. Thank you, gentlemen. Welcome to the party, gentlemen. Goodbye. And there go all the horses. See you, fellas. There we go. You can see cannons working well. And where are we? Yeah, they're all moving over to there, so let's run them in. And let's move these guys in as well to help keep them nice and stretched out. There we go. There we go. They're pretty much all dead now. Serves them right, silly horses. And now we can move these guys in behind. All the time these guys are under attack from the artillery. As you can see. Forgot to mention and put those both as control 1. So we can get them to focus fire. Oh goodness, look at that. Let's shoot at the end over there. The boys all getting into position. Oh, they're moving too quickly. We're going to have to line them up here. Run for it, lads. For that reason. Damn it. And these guys are moving up also. I feel sorry for these boys being under fire from the cannons as well. And they're about to have another regiment rain fire and brimstone down upon them. Russian style. Look at that, the cannons also going in there as well. Boys doing really well. Screw it, let's run them in. Oh, they've broken already as they're being outflanked. Broken. Still holding. Yeah, looking good. Massive wafts of smoke across the battlefield. I do love that effect. Looks great, doesn't it? More broken forces. Those guys in the centre there are holding their line. It's quite impressive. What we'll do is we'll stretch these guys out so they're a lot sort of wider coverage. And then get them running in. Just that last little section. And let's move these guys over to this side here. Get those guys shot at. If we can kill their general, that would be wonderful. So we've got to keep these guys highlighted just on the off chance. Yep, they're doing okay. These guys are all being forced out of it. Come on, boys, run. Where are our Uhlans? They're probably still up on the hill, aren't they? No, not there. There they are. Get the cavalry in to do some destroying of people. There we go, the general. Still having troubles over there. Put them on there, I think. Come on, boys. Get a hustle on. There we go, there's the general. We can... Oh, goodness me, look at that. Move them to there quickly. We can get them into square. These guys can stop firing. Unlimber them, because otherwise... There we go. Look at that, there we go. Oh, brutal. Don't tell me 3 are going to make it? No. Including Jammy General. Or possibly not. 1 man made it and it's the General. Bloody typical. So let's see what we've got over here. These guys now are being outflanked, so we need to move them round. And let's get these guys charged from the rear. Get those guys running into position quickly. Yep, they're going to get their backs hit by these horses, which is good. Yep, turn around, boys. We got a surprise for you. Oh, don't run. Oh, they've run. Oh well. Good stuff. Now, we can get these guys. Can we get that guy? Is the question. I don't think we will. Oh well, let's end it there. Close victory, my arse. Have to keep drinking because the tickly throat will cause me to cough, so there we go. Didn't even use our reinforcements. So you can see he's lost pretty much everybody there. So what we will do is push that advantage and kill him. There we go. And then this gentleman will move down here. So, mentioned in dispatches, excellent, good approval. And trait gained, attacking general, which is also great. So this guy's going to come down here. And then we'll probably use this army to attack with that army supporting, because they're a little bit more sort of damaged, so to speak. Now, we do have what appears to be a navy in there. And that's something that we're going to need to consider once we've taken Istanbul, is to start to build up a navy, because we want to clear out the Mediterranean and also have the ability to transport troops into this area, because we want to clear all these areas that will be done by trade by the Ottomans. Now, the reason for that is to basically just deal with the issue, really, make sure that they're wiped out in their entirety, and go from there, really. So that's kind of the plan, the direction we're looking to go. I would say that things are looking okay. What's that? Can we build that? Yeah, let's make a greater status. We've got the money for that. That will help us increase our revenue across the board. So I'm not too unhappy about that. That guy literally is there just as a placeholder, just to stop anybody coming across that bridge and attacking Edessa. Now, the drill school. Musketeers, loads of good stuff. And our cannon sort of areas are sort of up in this general direction up here. So you see Ordnance Factory, the Great Arsehole. So, all £12 foot artillery, that would be lovely to have. And £6 horse artillery. So, the Great Arsehole up here, the Great Arsenal. We may look at doing that next now. How much money are we going to get in the next turn? 3,600. So, at Kiev, that might be a good idea for us to do that, because then we've got that area as main recruitment for people, that area as recruitment for cannon. And so we can work on that. So I think that will be a good idea under the circumstances, really. So I think what we need to do is just check to see if there's anything else that we can upgrade with the money that we have available. No, that's been done. Have a sniff around, gold mine. No, it's been done. Okay. Now, obviously, we're a bit concerned about the areas around here. But, I mean, if we can get into Italy, I'm thinking, attack Italy, take Italy, and then that will give us a route into the areas of the Swiss Empire and also into France. Now, the thing is, what I'm kind of torn between is whether or not I should do that, or whether or not I should go straight for Spain, land in Spain, and do some damage there. Because then I will have unfettered access to France, who, let's face it, are the biggest threat in Europe to us at the moment. I mean, Austria is doing good, but still, we've got to be careful. The most important thing is that we do not take our eyes off Austria while we're focusing on Prussia. Because last time, obviously, Prussia took over half of Europe, and we want to make sure that neither of those guys take over half of Europe, because that's what we want to do. Now, one of the advantages, obviously, of having a strong Austria in Europe is that they can sort of deal with any sort of, hopefully, they can deal with any sort of expansionist plans of the Prussians and sort of hold the French at bay while we continue to work on Spain and the bottom of France, the south of France. So, for the time being, however, our focus is on Istanbul. So, there's the two armies ready to take Istanbul. Once that's taken, we've already got a spy on his way down to Greece. He's here somewhere, probably somewhere deep in the forest. So he's going to sniff around in this area and check out Athens. Oh, correction, we've already got him there. And you can see that they literally have no army in Athens right now. So that means then we are going to have to get the army to go all the way around here and then go and attack Athens. And then that should be the last of the Ottoman Empire as far as we're concerned. So, what we're going to do is just have a look around to see if there's anything we can build prior to us moving on to the next turn. Now, on this gentleman here, he's on his way to another intellectual centre up here. There. And you can see we're already building a classical university, so we're already on top of that, which is good. Don't need to worry about that for the time being. That is the Prussians. Let's see, what else? I think we're going to leave it there. Just move on while we still have the money. Now, you see the French moving around Swiss areas, still harassing the English. The Austrian Navy is up to something as well, as I pause to sniff. Very ungainly of me, excuse me. Sniff has been completed. Right. Confederation. See, they've dealt with the Batvians. Oh, good. We've got another gentleman. How lovely. Thank you, gentlemen. So what we might do is just put him in there. That'll help him with the research. Increase the level of research and the speed and all that rest of it. Aha! A frigate! Do you guys know what a frigate is? Yes, it's when you just don't give a damn anymore. Right, now we can change that into a dockyard, can't we? So, brig, 38 gun frigates, yeah. Now, where is this? This is by the Black Sea. Oh yeah, that'll be a very good place to put it. Let's make that into a dockyard. So that'll be the primary location of our navies. And you can see here, 38 gun frigate, 32 gun frigate, very nice, 24, a brig, a sloop and a merchantman. So I think what we might do is get a couple of those in, like that, just to build up that navy, but not go too mad. So they're in the Black Sea, excellent, good. Basic roads have been constructed, this is excellent nose. There you go, you can see the infrastructure there. And over here, it's relatively okay. Now, a merchant house will give us 100 wealth. Yep, let's do that. It's another great estate we won't be able to do anything with. Okay. That'll be okay for now. Obviously, that agent has now been recruited. I mean, ideally, we should have spent the money down, sort of, in this area, but that doesn't matter now. We've spent it. Now, bring our friend here. Our other friend there. And let's attack. 5,400. This should be interesting. This should be very interesting. Got Kutuzov and Benny Zen again against Hamza Edheim, or Edhem. Now you can see there are the town. Right, okay, so this would be a good place for cannons here. So what we'll do is we'll put the cannons there, leave them unlimbered because we'll need to move them into position. Now the good news is that we have lights. Now let's see how many of those we've got. Oh, we've got a good collection of them. So we'll select those guys and then put maybe 4 regiments to support them, because they're a big old collection of lights. Here we go. And then we'll highlight all of those. Make them control 2. So those guys are going to move onto that hill. We're going to have them supported by these guys here and these guys here. And then this regiment, I think we can have down here, or regiments. We've also got a good number of clippity-clops, so we'll put clippity-clops out on the edge, and the other clippities over on the far side. So there's our number 2 battalion, I suppose you could call them, and these guys are the guys supporting the cannons who will be moving up to this point here. So let's get underway, and let's get these guys into position, and let's get this guy, I think there, this guy up to there, and let's get them running in. Now let's get the 2nd battalion or division, I'm not sure, I can't remember. Feel free to tell me in comments, I can't remember. Collection of regiments is a battalion or a brigade or something along those lines. There we go, they're all moving. Slowly, but they're moving. Actually, what we'll do is we'll put these guys just a little bit further down. We don't want to get them hit by the cannon. I do remember the first time I played Napoleon Total War multiplayer, and we're playing with Stace and Malekith, and I ended up rocketing loads of Stacy's troops. Yeah, it wasn't popular. Never mind. Put those guys into square to cover any attack by cav. Let's unlimber those guys while we wait. While the other horsey, the foot artillery is on its way. How are my boys over here doing? Yeah, they're moving. They're moving well. And let's get this lot up to there. And this lot up as well. Let's make sure they're set to run, which they are. Good. Well done, boys. Get them unlimbered as well. And the cannons are ready for when the enemy come into range. Put them in square as well, I think. So, this will make an interesting battle. That's for damn sure. And we've still got reinforcements to come as well. So if we can do the death damage, so to speak, a fatal blow to the army, then that'll be advantageous for us. Oh good, they've been engaged by artillery. Wunderbar, good job Artie. Here's our boys waiting. That's good. You see multiple artillery guys are engaging. Good. So these guys are moving around the back. And what we'll do is we'll put them there for the moment. We've also got these 2 regiments. And we might be able to use them, as he pauses to scratch his ear, to do a sudden rush, a bum rush onto the general. Because the general is a garrison. So let's do that. Let's bum rush them. Now these guys are not spread out that much, so we need to get them spread out as a battalion like that. Right, let's move these guys up and get them running. Get them running. Yeah, whatever. Armed populace, yeah, they're not going to last long. Especially with cannons coming at you. Come on, boys. Let's get the others around the side here. Ah, screw it. Not sure what those boys are doing. There's a lot of them there, so hopefully those horses can deal with them. Here we go. Run, lads. Get into position quickly. Enemy general dead. Fantastic. Just what we wanted. Let's get those guys out of there. Oh, look at that. The riflemen, the Jaegers doing their work. Oh, look at that ripple fire. Isn't that beautiful? God, those boys are deadly. With support of their guys behind. Just remember to sit down after you've shot. Thank you. This is probably where we get the team kills from. Okay, so that we literally just broken the back of those guys. Oh heavens. Let's turn them about very quickly. And who's coming over there? You have to break up the regiments in order to then them go in for the melee. Just to make sure that we don't get outflanked. Right. How are we doing over here? Gonna need to move these boys up a bit, I think. Like that. There you go, lads. Keep up the good work. They'll retreat immediately if they become under pressure, which means that the regiments behind will deal with them. Come on, boys. Winning slightly, that's what we want to see. Right. Let's get these guys in to break those guys quickly. Now. These guys are doing okay. Whoops-a-daisy. Didn't want that. Come on, boys. Quickly. Right, still got this bunch in the centre. There we go. That's what we're after. Those guys are all being dealt with. We've got to watch these guys because they could get outflanked. These guys are still battling. But the horses in the rear should break them. There we go. So that means then we can bring these guys up. Like that. Which means it will reclaim these guys from here. Which is what we want. Bring them back into the formation. Meanwhile, over here, let's bring all of these guys, I think, over. Like that. So they can deal with that regiment there. Not sure what these... Oh, these are the cannon protectors. Good. Where are cannons? There we go. Get them to engage that lot with cannon. Here we go. And so we can move these boys up and get them running as well. So no hanging around, lads, no dawdling. Come on, boys, get into position quickly. What we might also then do is put that regiment there so that they're outflanking them. Okay. There we go. That's what we wanted to see. Forces being smashed. While they're coming under artillery fire at the same time. Looks like they're going to try and charge in. Let's bring our clippity-clops through the town. And there are other clippity-clops over here on the other side. To the back there. So those guys are having their morale eroded quite significantly. Might do is actually put them there. So they're really eroding it. Right, these guys probably need to move in a little bit. So they can get into range. These guys should really get their arse in gear. Same with them. As you can see, most of them are breaking. Yep, there we go, breaking. And there's one unit remaining. Correction, they've all broken. So let's get the horses in to mop up what's left. Or possibly not. There we go. Constantinople has fallen. And there we have it. 9,000, we lost 403. That's a damn good rating, I reckon. And we shall peacefully occupy. Now what we'll also then do is go there and kick that navy out. There we go. And we're going to sneeze. Oh, damn cold. Sorry, my apologies everyone. But the good thing is that these guys are now being replenished. So, all in all, a good result. And now we need to move on to Athens. And the good thing is that Athens has pretty much no numbers available to it. Now, I would like for us to replenish the army first, but I'm thinking that it might be worth us bringing in our navy from the Black Sea. I mean, obviously it's not a huge navy. There's a trade ship in there, for God's sake. We'll move him out to there, because he's only a trade ship. You see him there. And, let's see, can we send him down here at all? Ooh. Looks like we may be in Furs. Let's see. Yes, we can. Excellent, we're trading. In which case, that means then we should... Damn it, we can't get another trade ship. Just a bit short on that one, 540. That's a disappointing. Otherwise, we could have 2 extra sections of trade down here, which will help us boost our financials. Now we've got that. What I reckon we need to do, yeah, we'll leave the navy like that for the moment, but we'll take them down to that strait, the Sea of Marmara, so that they can essentially block that strait off. I mean, you can see Ottoman Empire, Sicily, Sardinia, Russians. So, you know, it's looking quite good. Now, army encampment. How much can we repair? Ordnance factory. So let's redo that one. And then we'll do that one next. Oh, they got a theatre. How lovely. And they've got a magistrate and a court of justice, so they don't really build up much there. So, I think under the circumstances, that's actually pretty good. And we've now got the Ottoman Empire on the run. And we just need to focus on Greece. Which means let the armies replenish for a little bit. Because obviously they're a little bit battered. Especially the cannon. This fellow over here, obviously get him replenished. And then we can come down, make our way down here, and take Athens, and then hopefully wipe the Ottomans off the map. And then we can move from there down towards the corner of Spain. Maybe even push into Gibraltar. See, that's a region capital, really. That's going to be difficult. I mean, it might be better to go there. It's Cartagena. Sort of attack a slightly different thing and then come over the mountains into Gibraltar. Take Gibraltar. And then sort of try and... Lisbon, we're at peace with Lisbon, that's fine. And then obviously move up towards Madrid. So that will probably be the plan for the next episode. I hope you guys have enjoyed this week, and I shall see you again next week. Cheers, guys.